Hello, you're on to Violet, your UK property investor. I share with you my journey, documenting every step I take in property investing here in the UK, plus the fact that I like to also share with you other things, everyday things about life, things that will affect your decision making to even become a property investor, things that will change your mind about how you see things, how you want to approach things. So I'm here today to talk to you about life issues. Life happens to all of us, doesn't it? So today I just want to look at the things that burdens us, things that makes us feel depressed, things that makes us feel not wanting to even get up and go in the morning. So as an immigrant, there are loads and loads of things that got me down, burdened me in my early days in the UK. And I'm glad today I'm free to talk about them because it has molded me throughout the whole process. So I don't know where you are at, what level in life you're at, and I would like to encourage you to take stock and look at your life and look at where you're coming from and where you're headed. If you have a destination, you just need to map out the direction to take. Like you get in your car, you type in a postcode, you're going somewhere, your sat nav takes you there. You know you're going to point B, but the sat nav takes you from A to B. So between A and B, you need to look at the directions. You need to look at how you map and strategize to get to B. And that's what the sat-nav does. And in life, bringing it back home to your life, you know where you are now. You know where you're heading. Strategies, the middle are the directions that you need to follow, the path that you need to follow to take you to point B. Let me use myself as an example. If I look back at my 25-year-old self, how would I advise my 25-year-old self? That was over 20 years now ago. I was 25. Yes. So if I was to advise my 25-year-old self, the first advice I would give is, frankly, listen up, I would never have gone for a second degree. Nah. The first degree was just enough. The first degree is just to let you go through the four walls of university, get the structure, get the training, be disciplined, to have your 4-year training, write your exams, and it's just a foundation laying, really. That would have sufficed for me. But going into a second degree, a master's degree, not one, I even ventured the second one. I was trying to become, after my first master's in science, I wanted to have a master's in forensics, because I've been watching too many CSI episodes and you get carried away that, I want to investigate a murder, I want to do this. And I thought, I can do a master's program for forensic science. And when I did my first semester, I said, hell no, I ain't doing this. I dropped out of it. That was the second master's. I've already had my first master's anyway. So I would have had 2 masters and the first degree today. So my regret is doing the first master's at all. That money, if I had invested it in a property, if I had invested it in a property in London, I would be a millionaire. I would have been a millionaire earlier. So I'm happy with the learnings along the way. But if I was to advise my younger self, I would have focused on learning things. You won't believe that the things I'll use myself. I don't want to put this out there for people to think that is the norm. This is what works for me or worked for me. I have profited from trainings that were not in the four walls of a university. Gosh, my voice has gone cracked. Yeah, I have benefited. I have made a living off trainings that I have received, ad hoc trainings, different trainings that I have received that are not actually university structured. So I didn't have to spend 4 years, 2 years, a year, whatever in a university. The ones I did in university, I didn't make any money. My first degree was in microbiology. I don't work as a microbiologist today. Second degree, master's in science. I don't do that today. What pays my bills today, I'm self-taught software quality assurance professional. I'm self-taught. I taught myself. I did my training online, did my exams in the US, I passed it, and I'm certified as a software engineer. I didn't learn that in the university. So it cost me a lot less, and I'm earning more money from that. Then into property investing. I didn't learn that in university. All well and good, I have a property investing background, but that is back where I was from. Now in the UK, it's a different terrain, it's a different ballgame. So what was obtainable there in Africa is not the same level of, it's not the way the houses are built here in the UK. So I had to get trained. And advising my younger self, and if I had met the people I currently now know in property investing, I would have tapped into the trainings a lot earlier. Am I bringing it home for you? Yes, I would have tapped into my trainings a lot earlier. Then I would have been, God knows, I would have so much in my portfolio today. Am I regretting? No, but I am just saying in retrospect, how I would have done things a lot quicker and faster. So if you are out there today thinking about working your ass off to go pay for a university degree, in today's day and age, with social media everywhere, in my days, when I did my first degree in a project in the 90s, there was no computer. So that gives you an idea. If I had all these facilities back then, so social media, everything is online, and you still want to go lock yourself up for 4 years in a university and get student debt that is wrapped around your neck for life? Why? Why? What the fuck? Well, sorry for my French, but why would you want to do that? There's so many avenues you can get less time in, put in the effort, and get out there and do the do. The 4 year in the university is all theoretical. Yeah, you can be locked up in the lab for some sessions and then you do some lab work. That is not practical. You have to be in the society. You have to be thrown in the deep end. And that is the practical, the life, the daily living, the daily interactions with people, real people, not classroom people, not laboratory people. You need to be in the society, mingling with people. It's like someone goes into the university to learn how to invest in properties. What the flip? You invest in properties in the university? Go onto the street. Go onto Rightmove. Go get some background training. There's so many trainers out there. I'm not a trainer. I don't know if my business will grow into that in the future. But right now, I am not training anybody. But there are so many people that I have met along the way in property investment. I'll talk to you about how I go into property investing in another video. But I'm just talking about advising you regarding, or talking to you. Who am I to advise you? I am just talking to you about the issues that the societal issues that could become a burden because everyone is going to university. You feel you have to, you don't. Find what you are good at and tap into that early. So my advice to my younger self would have been tapping into my skills a lot sooner. And now I know, while in my 40s, I know better. I'm just like, if I had a younger one, I would have helped them along the path so that they don't make that mistake of thinking, oh, if I don't go to university, if I don't have all the degrees on in the thermometer, I will not be anybody in life. That time has passed, really. On LinkedIn the other day, some professor is trying to get me to come do some PhD. I say, hang on, F off. I ain't doing any more studies. I'm studied out. And none of those studies pay my bills today. So yes, do your trainings, get educated. That is what has worked for me. And I hope I've been able to encourage you today to stay on the path along the line of how you can save funds, how not to get into debt a lot earlier. For goodness sake, you're in your 20s. Why are you going to get into student debt that will drag into your 60s? You will still be paying student debt. Why? You don't need to. So you have to just think, there are so many apprenticeship programs you can go into and start. Apprenticeship program is real life because you're hands-on, you're doing it. You're there. So you're not in the classroom. So that's it. It's all about what you're doing and how you're doing it. So please, I hope this video is about, and I'm trying not to make it too long, it's about issues that burdens you, and actually issues about money. If you don't have it, it burdens you. And if you're in debt, it's even worse. So don't put yourself in debt for nothing. Yeah? Do something wise in the shorter run, and then you can then tap into that and expand your horizon and do greater things with your life. My name is Violet. If you haven't yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do support us and leave a comment. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever plans you have in the future you're trying to tackle, write it down. The Bible says, write down your plans and make them plain. When you see them on the wall every morning, you know you're going to that location. You know you're at point A at the minute, you're heading to point B. So when you have those two pointers in your vision board, you just have to figure out the middle. And that will not be anything hard for you to do. You need to map out how you're going to get from A to B. And I wish you all the best. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I will respond. I'm never too busy to respond to your messages. Till next time, all the best. Stay blessed.